DJ do dirty, turn this up. They say face go candy liquor. Let me go and grab a cup. Scuba gear up on my head, cause we punish more than parties. Somebody tell Jersey we getting started. What they call it, yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time, yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punishers, Prince I about to give 'em life. Don't switch it down on that tune, cause the party ain't a party unless fife in the room, yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time. What's that? Oh yeah, ooh, we connected, baby. Mouth too reckless, who gon' check us? Though we syndicated, vindicated. Seem like we should've been the made it, been the greatest. Crank the amp, make sure they hit me, I'm about to snap. The general, yeah, that's Prince side. OG face, know he's south side. Jersey like the bricks killer. J536 with him. Do dirty like the kids swimming. Royal flush and we keep shit. Keep winning, bet it up, tryna beat living. Please shut up, cause I'm trying to listen. Party punishers live in 3, 2, 1. DJ do dirty, turn this up. They say face go candy liquor. Let me go and grab a cup. Scuba gear up on my head, cause we punish more than parties. Somebody tell Jersey we getting started. What they call it, yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's party punishers. Prince I about to give 'em life. Don't switch it down on that tune, cause the party ain't a party unless fife in the room. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's party punisher time.
Party punishers, we in the building, baby. Y'all know what it is, baby. It's the Party Punisher Show. And I am the General, DJ Prince I, a.k.a. Thug Daddy. And to the right of me,
y'all know what it is, man. OG Face got it, a.k.a. Ram Fantasy. Yo, mammy, grandmammy, and great-great-grandmammy's favorite pastor, Ham Mercy.
Gotti, what's poppin', baby?
Man, you know what it is, man. Same old boosh, different toilet. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, we are
trying to get to the boosh paper. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, to everybody that's tuned in that is a sincere father, we want to wish you a happy belated Father's Day. Father's Day was great for me. What about yourself?
Yeah, it was all right, man. It was all right. My grands came to church with me, so I was good. You feel me?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely popping. Hey, listen, I want to also say like this, man. I have to commend you. It's like weekly, you're elevating. You're taking it to the top. Today, you got another award and certificate. Can you explain that?
It's where I'm certified now to stop suicides. Where I was able to learn some more tools to help combat suicides in our community. Because we know mental health real, and the highest rate of suicides in the African American race are Black males. You know, so just able to learn new tactics to be able to work and help, you know, keep some people here. You know, that really don't want to leave here. You know, just going through a moment, and then just help them navigate through that moment, and learning the signs and knowing the signs of suicide, and being able just to come in and help someone, you know.
Well, I want to say I'm very proud of you. I'm always proud of you. But just to see you get your flowers every week, it's like every week you're getting an award, a certificate to uplift the community as well as uplift yourself.
Yeah, because you know, I was able to be blessed with people giving me a chance, you know, and waiting on me to grow into me. And you know, because I had my seeds planted, but I wasn't allowing nothing to grow. So now it's starting to grow, and I'm just thankful for the people who were staying, you know, grounded with me and allow me to make the moves I will make.
and we're so proud of you. Peace, Creator. And also, a lot of people don't know that this month of June is Black Mental Health
Awareness Month
for men.
Yep, Black Male Mental Health Awareness Month. Yeah,
a lot of people don't understand that men go through it as well.
Yeah,
and a lot of men
we go through it a lot because we are taught. It's not nothing learned, and it is learned, but we're taught, not to express our feelings. We're taught not to cry.
Yeah.
You leave that for your sisters. Your sister's supposed to cry. You a boy. You got something hanging. You don't do no crying. Crying for the ones with a slit. If you ain't got no slit, wipe them tears up and shut up.
Right.
And then when we do express ourselves, at times we express ourselves, people feel we're soft, or you feel like a chump because you're expressing your feelings and how you feel. You being you can't say certain words no more, but it start with a P and end with a K because we've gotten so sensitive now as a society. But you acting like start with a P, end with a K if you express
your feelings.
So that holds a lot. And then we have a lot on our plates as well as men with trying to provide, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to provide. But it takes a lot on us, and there's a lot for us to provide, especially if you have multiple children with multiple women. So now you have to deal with making sure all your kids good, making sure their mothers are good. Then you have to worry about the mother's attitudes, whomever the mother's dealing with, if they have attitudes, and trying to keep everything connected. Then you're working and dealing with that stuff. You don't want to bring nothing from work home and complaining and bringing your house down. You come in and you down, so now the morale in your house then came down. It's just a lot on me, and when it comes to mental health. But we're taught to be solid, not to allow tears to run. I was the same way. I've now told my sons, and their friends, it's okay to express yourself. But with bringing them up, while I was raising them, I was telling them, your boy, shut all that up. Your sister's supposed to cry. You ain't supposed to do no darn crying. That ain't what boys do. Got their thick thighs, say lies. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait a minute. Hi, Bella.
But that's.
You can come in and say hi. This our show. We can say you already on. I don't care.
But we just want to. That's the issue. With us as men. A lot of us, we don't express ourselves because we feel, that we're being soft, we're being chumps, or being the words start with a P, end with a K. You can't say, we just can't say certain stuff no more. So society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, certain stuff you can't say no more. So folks be coming for your head.
They don't like you. Well, if you can't say nothing else, you gotta what?
Skills, peace.
But that don't necessarily, to me, that don't have nothing to do with the other side of folks if you call somebody that.
Yeah, but
But you gotta watch what you say now.
Yeah, the society
will pick up on anything. Well, that was great. And before we go any further, I want to congratulate you again on your certificate and your award for today.
I seen the picture. He look. You know how the kids be looking on on kindergarten when they stand up in the front. Had your pastel shirt.
Yeah.
Look, I like that, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the community, man.
The community appreciates what you're doing. As comical as you are, and as much BS you start intentionally. We have to say how much we love you and how much you grow. But
on and off the court.
Last week, Jersey wanted to know, is monogamy in relationships still alive? Faith said, hold off, don't say nothing, wait till she's here.
Mhm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Jersey and Country is here, so the show must start.
All right.
But I'm gonna be like Ike Turner. I'm about to start finding people.
Mm.
But okay, so Jersey, floor is yours.
So yeah, I put that question out there. Is monogamy a myth? Do people value relationships as they used to?
As me and you spoke on it, without the team, I feel strongly, and I say to me, in my perspective, there's no more monogamy.
Mm.
I feel if you look at something on television or watching a movie and you lust over something, that's mentally cheating. If you in the club, as we do, and something walked by, you be like, oh,
She was ugly.
nah, she wasn't ugly. She was,
That's what we say though. We
no,
don't-
I'm not. No. I'm gonna say that was popping.
Yeah.
Even if you and your lady walking in the mall or walking downtown, and your lady even look back like she got. Come on. I mean, now I'm gonna say this: Do men, gentlemen, still open doors and pull out chairs? Yes, we do.
Yeah, chivalry ain't dead down here.
Now, chivalry not dead, but monogamy. I'm gonna even say this: it's too many couples that's into bringing someone else into their home. So,
Yeah. Folks like to have hotel nights.
Well,
wait a minute.
Oh,
Stop.
You can't just throw that out there.
No. I know what you coming for me now.
Oh, okay.
No, I was talking about the Diddy trial.
No, you wasn't. You always try to.
Talking
Okay.
about the Diddy trial. You know, have hotel.
I feel like,
Okay.
to me personally, no, monogamy is not dead to me. I feel like if I find someone who checks all the majority of the boxes for me, I can be monogamous. If I find someone who, because the question was asked to me today, and I think I have addressed this maybe once or twice on this show.
But wait a
since
minute,
we aired.
before you go any further, everybody that's watching us, that's on this line, do you think that monogamy is dead? Give your answer, and I'm gonna say it to my team. Do you think that people just don't cheat no more? Everybody's just with one person.
No.
Okay,
When
what
I
you say?
asked that question, I mean to you, is monogamy dead? Is monogamy a myth?
To me, yeah.
If I'm in a relationship and me and my person want a extra, to me we still monogamous because I'm monogamous to him.
But
That's not monogamy.
It's monogamy
If you
to
bring
me.
if
If
you
you
bring
bring in another-
somebody in, how is that? That means you.
First of all, we still a couple,
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
you-
putting his Johnson up,
and
and
I'm
you
okay
might be
with
putting
that.
your mouth on her.
And I'm okay with that.
So that's
You
not
okay with
monogamy
it?
then.
Put
And I'm
your
okay.
mouth on
And
me.
I'm okay with it.
Put
If
your
this is
mouth
something I
on
have
me.
said,
God rest
then-
your soul, man.
yeah.
So you're saying you like intentional monogamy.
What do you mean?
That's a
by
nice way to put it.
Intentional
I like that.
monogamy.
Some stuff just went over y'all head.
I
don't know if
got
y'all
you. I
caught
got
it
what
or
you
not.
said. I got you, Face. Okay.
I got what he said.
But I heard somebody say put their Johnson in, and then your mouth may be going, and then you said yeah. Now I just want to make sure I heard what I heard.
said I'm all right with that.
Okay, that's what
If that is something I'm introducing at that time,
So
okay.
that's not monogamy though. That's intentional
that is
monogamy.
monogamy between me and him.
How?
He's not going
How?
behind my back doing anything.
That's
This
not
is
monogamy.
So intentional.
Monogamy is what I say monogamy is. Monogamy is what you say it is.
Okay, so
So don't
Britt,
tell
Ebony,
me
what's that,
it
baby?
ain't
Answer
monogamy
the
to
question
me.
for me.
nah, I mean, so by your saying what you're saying, then everybody has their own
Definition.
thoughts of what monogamy
Everybody,
is.
But that's
everybody
what
has
she
their
did
own
say that.
definition of
She
monogamy.
said what it meant to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Then-
Thank you.
So you're okay as long as y'all are in agreement with what's going on.
If that's
So
our
y'all in
situation.
agreement.
No, so,
hotel
but
night.
no, regardless of what
Yes.
the
So you
situation
cool.
is.
No, if that's me and his situation, that's me and my man's situation.
So you
If that's
good with a
something I
hotel
agree
night?
with, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But it's the rules and levels to it.
Slipping and sliding.
Okay.
Jane Doe.
Okay, so now I
Exactly.
want to go. So what is the rules and regulations to y'all bringing somebody in?
That's just between you and him. That's not for me to talk about on the radio.
I respect that. I respect that. I respect that.
Well, since you opened up the box, you opened Pandora.
I
So
asked it.
never mind.
Go ahead.
Hey,
I just want to know, have you, or is it just something that's in your mind?
Have I?
With her. Wait a minute. Let me mind my business.
Mind your business.
Ask
Mind your
the
business.
direct question.
All right, have you
Uh-huh.
had been in a monogamous relationship and had a menage a trois within that monogamous relationship? So everything starts with an M, and did it make you go? I'm just asking. Since we're there, that's the direct question.
Okay.
It's direct.
No, I have not been in a monogamous relationship and had a menage a trois. Have I had one? Yes.
Okay.
But
A
you wasn't
couple of
dating
times.
neither one of the people.
Nah, they was married and it was just me.
All right.
So you was the
All right.
intentional monogamy part.
Yeah, I was.
All
Okay,
right.
look, we understand.
Bullshit.
Now. We understand.
Bullshit.
We understand now. We understand.
Bullshit.
You take them down. You took them down.
Hey, listen.
That's
They,
what I'm talking about.
they invited me, and at first I was like, no. Then one thing led to another.
1738.
No, wasn't no 1738 then, babe. None of that.
Free my dude too, man.
He about to
You know,
come
he got a
home.
new
Yeah.
song. You see, her is a new song.
Yeah.
He about to come home. He'll be home in a second.
Well,
So
this is skills.
Okay.
Skills, we keep it a band up here. We all have agreed. Everybody's had a thought moment.
Right. Everybody
in their life. In their life.
In their life, everybody had a thought moment.
Right.
Especially if you was a Punisher.
Listen. So
And I wouldn't
but
call it. That's
okay,
not
let's go
thoughting.
with you.
That's just enjoying life.
Is monogamy? Is monogamy a myth to you?
I mean, no, because I get what Sai's saying.
Mhm.
That anything that you lust after is cheating. So, and everybody look. So if somebody's sitting, oh, I don't look at no
I
a
mean,
woman
to
sitting,
me,
say they
I'm
don't-
not even going that far with it.
Mm-mm.
Like my thought pattern, if I'm thinking, if I'm looking, I'm not thinking
Martha
about
Katie
that.
came
What
about
I'm
By
saying
thought,
is,
word, or deed.
physically, can you be in a monogamous relationship?
Oh, physically.
Yeah.
Not mentally. Yes.
Yeah.
physically.
Yes, all day
Oh,
long.
you saying? Okay, but see, like I was saying,
But what I was
everything
saying
I was saying
last
to you
week,
was mentally.
Right.
yeah,
No, no, no.
last week,
Now, physically, can I be?
Look at face like.
last
sorry.
week when you were saying that, that's what I was on.
Right. You,
You know,
said everybody
if-
cheats in
if-
their mind.
Because we cheat in our minds. We gonna look at something and be like, good God Almighty. And then when you see the little cankles at the bottom of the ankles, you know it's a little fluid, and fluid rises. So
Where are
you know.
going with that?
Somebody got the gout.
No, I'm just saying because we'll look and you see a little, the little part down yonder, the fluid rises.
A hoof.
Yeah, the fluid rises.
You are terrible. I know where you're going.
The
I
fluid
know.
rises.
I'm all in here with you.
The fluid rises. Because under fupa is a good chalupa. That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
You got it now.
Okay.
And look, and I keep my scuba gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, scuba gear season again.
Yeah.
Keep my scuba gear up. What? Don't look like that. Look, I gotta
but-
keep my hair moisturized.
But I'm just trying to.
Oh, hold up.
I hear
I
you.
made to cut you off. I've had so many people inbox me and ask me this question. To be honest, I've had 9 people. Now, when you surpass 3, the question needs to be asked.
Go.
They said they want to hear live on air. Country, what did you have on your head last week?
He had on that Nick Cannon. Yeah, on that Nick Cannon special.
That was my daughter like Minions. So I bought her a scarf for Christmas, and I never sent it to her. So when I think about my baby, I put the scarf on.
I respect
and that keep me close to my baby.
That was still a Nick Cannon special.
Look,
And they kept you close to his babies, and he got about 50 lamb on him. Him and Prince signed the same boat. So people think y'all think about your baby.
Face, you've been taking
So
a
I
lot of
got it.
shots at side for the last 2 weeks.
This is my brother, and I love him with all 13.
But it honestly, yo, I admire them Arabs because it keeps your head cool. When you out in that sun, it actually keeps you cool. But when I need to be close to my baby, I'll put it on, I wrap myself up, get close to.
That's understandable.
That's all right.
Baby, if you watching, I still need a cake,
that sounds
choose cake. No, I'm being serious though. It was a Christmas present.
Okay, where do you get it from the conversation?
Because I don't know why people be talking.
I had to ask that because the people popping up.
Right,
So they
I understand that.
Look, I know they liked it. They want to know where to get one from. That's all they had to do was ask, and I can get the one. That's all.
Okay, now back to Jersey with her question for you.
Ooh, sips. But nah, I'm not.
in Paris.
But like I said, mentally,
I ain't never had no frozen.
look, you done had something that was cold to the touch. It's better when it's
Man,
ice.
warm it up.
Mentally,
yes.
Yeah, physically, yes, but mentally,
no.
Yeah, mentally, everybody.
I mean, everybody mind wanders.
I mean, even if you watching TV, like y'all women, what's that? All the Queens men or what's them joints? You know it, yeah. You know what I'm talking. Yeah, the old Queens, yeah, and they be.
Queens, man. Yeah.
Look, even my mama be mad when the cable go out and she can't watch that mess. Like, but y'all big old.
You got one more time to beat that tape.
I swear you just knocking my phone over.
We ain't got nothing. The only thing need to be beat on the table ain't no drink.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh. Put it on live for $1,000. Put it on live for $1,000.
I had to remember where I was. So okay, Face. You already answered it. So the next question is: do people love correct? Do people know how to love correctly? Is love still a myth?
Love is in the myth, and it's depending on how you love. It depends on how you love.
I think people just have it's a misconception now of what love is. We've been whitewashed so much to what a family may look like, to where people don't understand that. And then you have the folks that were raised on survival that don't know what love is. So when they get true love, they feel like somebody's trying to get over them because that's what their life has been. So, not everything is that white picket fence and mama, daddy, kids, right. Little girl, little boy. So we've been whitewashed to a system that we would never get because the system ain't good for us anyway. So you won't have the traditional Partridge family that everybody and the love that everybody wants. So you got to think about it. If you was raised in the hood, everything you saw was mama struggling, man, beating her down. So when you have a real man that comes by that's actually doing for you and taking care of you, you don't know how to reciprocate that. So now because you have this big, strong balance of, I don't need a man, I can do this because you saw mama doing it for so long. So now you don't know how to reciprocate that love because you don't really know what love is. If that makes sense.
That.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Hey,
I'm gonna say this to. I'm a rebuttal off for you. For the Partridge family, there was no love there because there was no man there. There was no husband. The mother raised all those children. Yeah, she struggled. There was no.
I'm sorry. I'm going to take that back. The Brady Bunch. I didn't mean to say Partridge family. I meant the Brady Bunch. That's what it was.
I was like, wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
You're right. I'm sitting there singing the song in my head.
Okay. So now let's ask them out because I was coming.
I know you were.
Coming for you. So let's say,
y'all some old Negroes if y'all remember the Partridge family.
I remember all that.
Y'all some old.
Okay.
You watch? That must have been some up north stuff.
Okay, let me finish where I'm at.
Whatever.
We watched Beverly Hillbillies.
That was before the Partridge family.
Granny.
So let me say this: when you want to speak of love, like I'm the type of person like when I build, I want to give you the reflection when you can see it, close your eyes and see it. If we want to talk love, there's a difference between love and in love, and it's a big difference.
It is definitely.
Now, when you want to say somebody being in love, the best movie I could ever give you that you could close your eyes and go, damn, now was Claudine.
Yep.
This was a trash man. Trash man, and he was a single trash man that met a mother. He didn't know she had children or nothing, but he wanted to be with her. She had, 4 to 5 children by
4
different men. But when he met her, he went to her house and seen how she was living. He wanted her and he wanted her children. The children, especially the oldest son, didn't know how to accept the love. But the mother came out one day. Remember when the welfare people came in? And they had to hide everything. They had to hide everything. And then he came. No, you don't got to hide nothing. You don't even got to stay here. I got a place across town for you and your kids. And she started pulling out, yeah, I got this. My boyfriend bought me this, the iron. Remember they wasn't supposed to have the iron? Remember she pulled the sheet off of the washing machine? She had a color TV when they was only supposed to have a black and white. This was the fact of a man giving a woman everything to better her and her children. Now that's love.
But see, Si, even like I said, even in that, if you have a person that never had that, so now let's just say that,
and she didn't, because all of her kids had different daddies.
No, but let's just say that she wasn't susceptible to it.
Not in the beginning, no, she didn't.
Yeah, but you see how the resistance was at first. You know, and women they tend, and men too, but I'm saying men too, but it's more so women. Y'all get into that mentality. Oh, I don't need a man. I don't need this. I got this and I got that.
Wait. Now I hate to go there. Let's go back. She had 4 children by 4 different men, right? We don't know what that woman went through.
Yeah.
She was in love 4 different times.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You don't got to be in love to have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
boy, you don't. Boy, you don't.
But a lot of women, you know.
Look,
I know you got 13.
Some of it was made with the fact that we thought we were in love.
No. It was a good night.
Nice thing.
Yeah, and at that moment, I love you, baby. That's what I said at that moment.
You're my girlfriend. It have you get there.
What you want for breakfast?
Yeah.
Look, I'm about to go to the corner store. You want a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, butter on a butter roll?
Go get you a whip, and that's love. When you know and you meet a woman and you see she needs a vehicle, you know, and you get involved with her, and then you go and purchase that.
Bang that tape one time.
You know, you go and purchase a vehicle just to make sure her and her kids can get around. That's you know, that was one of the greatest love stories ever told.
Look, are you paying bills where you don't live at?
Right.
Now if you pay bills where you don't live at, that's love. Yeah. That's love. I don't fix your mouth. Say that's love. If I pay a light bill at somewhere where I don't flip a light switch, I love you.
No, I don't love you. I love what you do.
No, I love you.
No, I love what you do.
I am talking about love. I'm not talking about infatuation. I am talking about a person who.
But you have to.
Can I finish?
That's,
go ahead.
That's what he said the other day. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Not to me.
Go ahead.
A person who cares to make you happy. A person who cares to lift some of the burden that you have, male or female. Someone who wants to make sure, cares that you ate, wants to know if you ate. If you didn't, they want to know, I can come make you something. A person that just wants to make you happy and don't want anything from you. That is the love I'm talking about. I'm talking about being loved correctly. That is how you love a person correctly. When you love them to despite anything else. You don't want nothing from them. You just want them. You don't want no money from them. You don't want anything from them. You just want them because you love them and you want to make them happy. You will do anything to make them happy. That is being loved correctly. Not paying nobody's bills, not buying nobody no bags, not doing any of that. Just being in the moment with a person, understanding what they're going through. Wanting to fix what they're going through because you love them, want them, everything to be right with them.
And again, some people can't accept that because when
Okay,
you go
but
to
I'm
when you
talking
have
about-
some women that
Ain't nobody doing no loving like that. No damn.
no, face, you can't say that. But
Ain't
but like I said,
nobody
when you have some women that can't accept that because if you have like I can say for me,
we
I
have
had,
some men that can't
long time ago, because you asked a person, well, yo, let me know you made it home safe. Oh, you just want to know my whereabouts and where I'm. That's not what it is. I just need to know that you made it home safe.
Right.
Or if I give you direct, I don't like to say this word. I don't like to say the word lead because that puts me in the mindset of an animal or a dog. So if I'm as an adult, if I'm talking to you and I'm giving you directions, so to speak,
and it's leading.
No, but I don't like that word.
No, it's leading.
It's
That's
leading.
just what it is.
But some people still can't accept that because in their minds, I'm grown and you can't tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do.
I'm-
My thing
I'm
is
That's you, Jersey.
I'm helping you make a decision.
Yeah.
leading, and that's what people get it twisted at because they think of it as a form of control, which that's not really it. That's because of their trauma or whoever they were dealing with. They can't see past that. Oh, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. But to lead, you can't lead me if your head messed up. So what you going to lead me to walk into the wall?
Right.
I can take leadership and I can follow behind the right man. But I'm not going to let you lead me and walk me into the wall because your mind ain't right.
You're right. But some has been led by so many of the wrong situations and individuals till they don't know how to be led. So they're walking in circles anyway.
I
That's
just
why
want
I pray to have give you this.
I want to get back to what you said, Jersey, when you broke down the whole diatribe of love. When you just broke it all down. The ventriloquy. But when you were speaking on it
Mm-hmm.
and you said you just doing whatever to make them happy.
Mm-hmm.
When you were saying that, you know what I was thinking of.
What?
And you saying you loving them correctly.
Mm-hmm.
All that what you were saying is what I've been looking at for almost the last 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
With that puppy trial.
They be in love.
I'm being honest. Everything that you just said,
Yep.
where you just want to make sure your mate is happy.
So
And you
saying
do
that's what Cassie
whatever.
did to Diddy?
That's exactly what I'm saying. They were loving them correct.
No.
But that actually everybody, every
if
woman,
you break
I understand. That's what they said. They wanted
wanted to make him happy.
and then
They
wanted to
were
go on
doing
nobody
stuff
else.
to make him happy. Didn't want him going nowhere else. So we did this to make him happy. That's the love you just gave.
Mm-mm.
That's the love you
Mm-mm.
just expressed.
Well,
with
if
your-
that
that's
is
the-
their definition
That's
of
what
loving correctly,
that's what
because
you
everybody
just-
got their own
that's
definition.
what you just broke all the way down. Though
Everybody
everything
has their
you just said.
definition of loving correctly. So if that is their definition,
Yeah.
because to me, loving a person correctly is not putting your hands on them.
You know,
My thing is
that
loving
was
a person.
we don't know how many times that happened.
I
But,
don't care.
But see, like you said,
Okay.
they form a love.
All right.
That could have been
all
their
right,
form
but
of
let
love.
me say this: a lot of people are upset with him, which it wasn't right what he done to Cassie. That was 11 years ago. He can't change. If you look at Chris Brown was a baby. He wasn't even 21 when that stuff went on with him and Rihanna. Everybody still gets on him about that. People elevate, people grow. You know, because he had that one incident, that doesn't mean that's whom he really is. You know, that's like a woman. She's younger. She done got some bodies. But as she got older and mature, she's changed.
And the man still gonna look at it as that.
Not all, but I'm just saying.
People change.
But
Yeah,
you
people change,
but
but you
people
still
change.
won't look at it like that.
But you change. You know.
And I didn't say. First of all, we know of that incident. We don't know what happened after that, and neither do I care. That's not even my business.
Yeah, but
what I'm saying is, everybody has their definition of loving correctly.
But you're loving
monogamy,
correctly.
right?
You're loving correctly,
Nah,
and your
because-
monogamy just described the whole case for the last 4 weeks.
No.
The monogamy, as long as we're monogamous with each other, we can bring somebody else in. That's what they were doing. They were monogamous to each other and bringing somebody in.
That was just a general question. I'm not even talking
No,
about that trial.
I
don't
know.
give a damn what did he
I
do.
know you didn't
I'm
care,
sorry.
but I'm just breaking
just
it down.
don't.
Everything
don't.
you just said is what's going on in that
I
trial.
don't care. That's not what I'm talking
Everything you just said is what's going on in the Dittler trial.
Well, I want to elaborate on something because I was always taught a hit dog a holler and let me holler.
Go ahead.
Let me holler.
Holler.
I'm gonna holler. When you do certain stuff, a lot of it ain't you thinking it's love.
It's infatuation.
No, it ain't. It's lust. You admiring what somebody doing to you at that moment.
And what they're doing for you.
Not for you is what they're doing to you. Because they ain't doing nothing for you.
Well, he
Yeah,
was
they
doing a whole
really-
lot. He took care of him, so he was doing a whole lot for him.
I always say infatuation fade, true love will never.
Right. Now, my thing is this. When you yell out, you never yelled out something in the moment to where later on you was like, I shouldn't have said that.
We did that. We've done that a
Yeah.
couple times. We've all done that. You be stroking something good, and she say, "I love you," and you don't want her to stop stroking. So, you'll say, "I love you too, baby," and you keep poking.
Yeah.
We've all done that.
And you do
We've
stuff.
done it.
You do stuff for people
Yeah, we've
when
done it.
you in a good situation and they not in a good situation. So you bless, you still bless them, but that ain't where your heart at. Now I'm gonna tell you some deep stuff. Now when you in love, and it's sad to say, a joker could dog you,
And
treat you like
dude.
the soles of these sneakers, walk all over your heart, do your
I guess
best,
I ain't never been in love because I be damn.
and you go, okay,
Yeah, don't worry about it. What you need? All right, I'm on my way.
Why you bandaging yourself up?
while you're healing yourself, not while you bandaging yourself, while your team bandaging you.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your team is playing nurse and doctors.
Uh-huh.
Playing goddamn operation.
Yeah, but and that's what I'm saying. It's a difference between being in love, lust, and infatuation.
I'm gonna sit up and say this: the lust, we know when it's lusting, but with infatuation and love, those are real.
Close.
They real close because you're feeling in some love, and it's really infatuation. But in the beginning, it's feeling like some showing up love.
Yeah.
Till you get the the mask start coming off, and you be like, man, I ain't loving that, because in the beginning, you meet the representative.
Oh, you
Yeah,
start off
yeah.
infatuated and then you fall in love.
Yeah, you start with the,
Then
you
find
meet
your
the
love.
representative. A lot of them just ain't gonna come out and just be the person who they really are when they first meet you. They gonna do the goddamn what you do with your telephones when you can edit your pictures and all that.
A
The
Photoshop.
filter.
Photoshop.
They gonna filter. You're gonna meet the filtered version. A lot of times when you meet people now, you're meeting the filtered version.
Well, sometimes we
You
can
know
meet a
how-
person and still we'll have our own filters on our own eyes.
Yeah.
But they don't be that they showing us anything.
No,
we
but
still
that-
just be like, man.
It's the
No,
blindness
a lot
you
of-
put on.
Yeah. So
But a lot of times, when you meet somebody in the beginning, they're gonna tell you this, tell you that, and it sounds real good. And that may last for a couple months. But then eventually that mask start coming down, that filter then broke. They didn't change filters on Instagram and Facebook.
and they get on
You,
the camera.
you know how you done seen some women on Instagram or men, for y'all ladies, I ain't gonna keep y'all out, and you sit up and say, darn, that's a handsome fella. God darn, she bad. But then when you see him in person, who the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't Photoshop. What you see is what you
Hey,
get.
listen,
Listen.
What you see is what
it's
you
just
get.
it's just to the point now, and it's how can I say without making
This
people
thing
feel
gets
some
you
type of way.
warm.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
gets you warm. It's cold, but it gets you
Yeah,
warm.
boy.
Let me say this, and I know it's gonna be a little hit and miss,
This hell in a bottle.
but but today's world, you could be with somebody. Like it's you with somebody, And y'all, you meet somebody, you find out they got somebody, and you know you got somebody. In today's society, when you tell them, well, look, I got somebody, oh, me too. Oh, we done got that off our chest. So let's keep on going, doing what we doing.
And a lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah.
You know, just being
And they happy at it.
And they happy because I know you're not gonna do nothing crazy to mess up my situation, and I ain't gonna do nothing crazy.
Everybody know their place.
Everybody know their place.
Nah, nobody don't know their place nowadays.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
But you do got them crash dummies.
I do date with intention. This is why in the first couple of conversations, I know if I'm gonna date you or not. Because first and foremost, like I attach quick and I love hard. That is the first conversation that I have with you. There are certain things that I will and will not accept. And I put that all out there in the beginning. So therefore you enter this knowing this, but you know what your intention is. So therefore, like you say, you wear that mask. Me, I'm coming in, no mask, no nothing. What you see is what you get.
Wearing that mask, get some.
Right. So, you know, I just have a problem with that. If I'm coming out and I'm saying, you know, man, you kicking it, and I'm like, you know, this is what I'm looking for. And I do date with intention. So I'm not about to play games with nobody. If I don't see any potential in you, I'm not dating you.
Yeah,
everybody got a mask.
But we gonna. But when you come with that, what you expecting?
Yep.
That mask gonna come on, and they
good.
gonna tell you what. Well, you know, I'm looking for the same thing.
But you don't think everybody wear a mask? Everybody wears a mask because you don't. Everybody don't come out and say, you know what, I fought in my sleep at night. Like you don't give you got a little bit of mask. Everybody got a little bit of mask.
I don't fought myself. Fought in my sleep. I never heard it.
You sleep.
I've never heard it. So
she never told you that.
I wouldn't care who tell me. I ain't heard it.
You ain't gonna hurt it because you sleep.
So in your mind, it didn't happen.
That's like on snow. I ain't never heard myself. So till I hear myself on snow, you know, I'm from North Carolina, but I'm from Missouri.
You know, I feel like there's just certain things that you keep until the time or the conversation arises.
Yeah.
That's what I just feel like. But there are some people
who
wear masks.
You date with intention.
What up?
Intention to do what?
To move further.
Yeah.
So, but have you ever been intimate with no intention?
Yep. Because if that's what we on,
no, that's your intention.
That's what we on.
So if that's your intention, then
that's what we on. Because this is my thing. This if that's all you want to do, be upfront. Maybe I want to do it too.
I like that.
Let's just keep it all the way being. We are grown. So if you're like, well, I ain't looking for no relationship right now. I just wanna. I'm like, I had somebody approach me like that. Like, you know, I ain't really looking for, you know, nobody. I just want, you know, somebody I was like.
So what would be the qualifications for that?
Let me see what you're working with.
Oh, okay. That's the qualifications.
Let me see what you're working with, because don't waste my time.
Okay. Put it on
my time is very valuable. So we need to see what you're working with.
That's why you've been beating that table. You was having a flashback.
Hey, listen, I want to let y'all know before we go, because we about to get up out of here. Again, I want to congratulate Face on all his accomplishments
and his foolishness.
Let me say this, man. All y'all people, because y'all are my brothers and sisters. I don't care where you come from. I have to learn that, and I have to speak that into existence. But Charlotte, North Carolina, ISIS is here because they just got 100 people.
Oh, ICE ain't playing.
Oh, they got them on downtown.
North Tryon.
Yeah, that was on
people today.
Oh no, that was Friday. They got some folks.
No, they got 100 today.
Oh, okay. Oh, they not.
They
playing.
went to the construction site, shut the whole building, shut the whole process down.
They're not playing. So I'm like everybody else.
There's 100 people in handcuffs.
Who they getting ready to get to build the rest of the stuff?
Well,
that's what the people are saying.
No, that's when you get the people from your community who are able to do this type of labor work that you are not giving the jobs because you don't want to pay them what they're supposed to be paid.
Now
you're giving a lot of these we have a lot of different people doing different stuff on construction sites because they can underpay them.
You're right, but now,
You know, with them
but
being
a lot of times our people
undocumented.
don't want to go out there.
No, our
and-
people
and-
do.
No,
Our
not all the
No,
time, Face.
I-
Now,
I-
I'm-
wait,
now, I'm-
wait,
I'm not-
wait.
I'm not
Like
gonna let you say that.
it's 5 buildings in Charlotte, North Carolina. 5. I could take you to each one. I put all the glass in those 5 buildings. I was what they call the Spider-Man. I put all the glass in. It's buildings in New York, buildings in New Jersey, buildings in Boston.
He not that Spider-Man. I just want that.
But-
That Spider-Man did go to jail. Man, it was a dude in New York that was breaking in people's building, going in
But
through the
I
window,
was doing
called
glass.
Spider-Man Raven.
I
So
did
it ain't
glass.
that Spider-Man. I want to let you know it ain't that Spider-Man.
But
It
we
was.
do have people in our
He was
community,
from the building.
and that's why
Yeah.
I did an interview today with the Charlotte Observer, and we were speaking about getting a recreation center over on Nations Ford Road. And part of the process, I was saying, when we go to the city and county and they allow us to get this building go up for construction, give 25% of that workforce to people in our community, you know, because that makes it better. And, you know, it builds up the morale in the community when you're building something that you're going to be going into, you know. But we have a lot of people in this area that does that, that's documented, that's naturalized, that can do the work, but they know if they're undocumented citizens, they can get them peanuts. You know, I can give you $10 an hour and you're a laborer and you out there sweating for 11 and 12 hours. I can give you $9 or $10 an hour. Where you're gonna have to get an average person who's
15, 16, 17.
you're gonna have to give them 20 or better. You're gonna have to give them livable wages.
Well, the flaggers, I think flaggers make like $20.
Yeah.
Listen, I was doing glass down here from 2004 to 2007, and I was making $22 an hour. That's 2004 to 2007.
You know, so
Okay.
it's not that we won't do the work. We still got Uncle and them that'll go by and cut your grass. You know, but Uncle and them ain't doing it because Jose and them got it.
On lock.
Jose and them got it on lock. You know, what Unc gonna charge you $45 for, Jose and them gonna tell you give us $30, me brother. You
Now,
know,
I ain't gonna lie. Now, the guy that's been cutting my grass, he in the last 2 years, he went up $20. So, like I said, I'm that right there, and I'm like, my yard ain't getting no bigger.
right.
And you know, and you want to ride along, it take you 15 minutes to do it.
But that's just like what me and Face was building on the past day.
About them haircuts.
Look at the haircut. A haircut costs
A
$45.
haircut costs
It
you as
just cost
much.
me $20 the other day.
A haircut costs you as much now as getting your yard done.
Yeah, a
You
haircut.
go on a haircut, it's $40 to $45. And if you get some enhancements, it's gonna be 50 or better.
What's the enhancement?
Like get your hair dyed or something.
When they
Now $45 is just for the head. You ain't talking with people with beards and mustaches.
What's 20? Well, for my face and my beard is $20.
yeah.
Okay.
So that
I would rather go with Face put me on. I go to the school for
Oh
$8.
yeah, I was just gonna say the barber school. You
Yeah.
go to the one
$8.
off Wilkerson.
No, I go to the one right there. You know, I'm a hood baby. I go right to the creek. I go right there at BPA, Boy Avenue.
I didn't know it was a school over there.
Yeah, right there in
Right
front
there
of
on
the
P Valley.
McDonald's.
I didn't know that.
Right down,
Okay.
yeah, right down P Valley Avenue.
Right across from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Good, they good.
Yeah.
I might, look, you know, put me on to something. I might go on and check them out.
Right across from
But
P
So I
Valley.
say before you go spend all that money, man, you know, I don't knock nobody hustle. But you know, and that's what I talk about with y'all DJs. Y'all gonna have to you know, cause I dibble and dabble a little bit, but gonna have to go up on prices as well because the clubs then went up on their prices.
For a drink a kid.
They drinks then went up.
Man,
The cost of food then went up.
I don't even
But they
talk
want to
about that
still
part.
they still want to give y'all DJs the same amount of money. You know that they would give them before COVID came, after COVID came,
during COVID.
but before Biden came, when Obama was here, when Trump was here the first go around, when he left, and we got Mr. Got there and go to sleep, wake back up, go to sleep again, and then we got Trump back again. You know, It's the same price.
Yeah, but you know, like I said,
You need to put that back up on the mic. You can't let the cover come off.
now when it comes to the DJ situation, now that they getting ridiculous. They what they want to give, and they not understanding that our equipment costs money. Like they really know, like serious, like they don't understand our equipment costs money.
It's not even about the equipment, it's the time. Because if
You
everything
could sit in there, you could sit, like, that's why I love me and Face, we do more private parties.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to say.
Than the club. I make double at a private party than I would make in the club. And some private parties is less time than the club.
And less aggravation. Less aggravation.
Yeah.
But I want to say shout out Mr. Jank, my barber. He passed away, so you know.
And
First man never cut my hair.
and happy Juneteenth to everyone, man. Tomorrow's Juneteenth, so
Yeah,
happy
the day-
Juneteenth.
Oh, what's tomorrow? The 19th?
Yeah. So happy.
Oh, the day Pac's birthday?
Yeah. No, Pac's birthday was 2 days ago.
It was the
16th.
16th. Okay, I know it's somewhere.
So-
Look, I know it's somewhere around there.
You know, happy Juneteenth to everybody, man. And if you don't know what Juneteenth is, Google it, please. Especially if you want an icon, please Google it. What Juneteenth is.
All right, Joe. With that being said, man, the Party Punishers, we about to roll up out of here. Stay tuned in, because next up is Bella with the views and the news. Yo, Party Punishers, we out. Peace.
Monogamy ain't dead.
The Connected Radio plays the hottest hits from